All right, we back. I feel like I don't know what I feel like. Anyways, I've been putting this piece off for long enough, and drawing graphite drawings takes long enough, so I'm gonna stop putting this piece off now, and I'm gonna get into it. I finished that commission from the first video. It's like a week after I handed in the commission. Handed in, it makes me sound like makes it sound like it was a school project. It's been a week since I finished and handed off, delivered the commission to my client. Anyways, I was talking about what it takes and going on to new ventures in your life. And one thing that they talk about in this book, Reality Transurfing, one thing of many, drop importance on goals that you have, on things that you want to achieve. Let go of this like intense desire for it, for the intense wanting for it. Okay, I'm gonna put it plainly and then I'm gonna try and explain it as best I can. Go and get it. How you would go and get dressed and drive your car to go and pick up coffee at a cafe is the same thing as getting what you want out of life: the car, the house, the money, the fucking new camera, because my phone is doing an all right job, but I think it could be doing better. All of the things that you want exist. They're all out there. You literally just need to go and get them. And mulling over in your mind of like, oh, I want this so badly. Oh, I'm doing so bad right now. I'm not where I want to be. And like, I want this better life and blah, 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 blah. It creates so much importance over the matter, and that's where all the fear and the doubts and things start to come in. Let me get to drawing real quick, and then I can start babbling again. This is the piece that we're working on today. Chromacopia. This board is becoming warped. Like, look at this. Look at the fucking... I don't even know if you can see. I need to get a new, smaller board. But I did have my homie sign this one, like right over there. Low Life Johnny Toon Parade. Shout out. Where is my... That's what I'm looking for. So I can lean on something, although this is a bit dirty. And yes, maybe simplifying it to say going and getting the life of your dreams, comparing it to a cappuccino at a cafe, might be a little bit of a dumbed down version. But I feel like once you get there, that's what it is. Imagine the last time you did something you were thinking of that you really wanted to do for a long time, or something that you bought, or something that you worked for. Once you get it, you just have it. It's not like this whole revelation of like, I've reached the top of the mountain, there's a fucking stone and sword waiting for you, and a bunch of monks laying around praying that you were the destined one to come on top of this mountain and pull Arthur's sword out the fucking stone. And I know that's not exactly parallel to the story, but it's like, when you get it, now you have it. It's that simple. I'm gonna use a small example, my pencils. For a long while, I was like, man, I don't like the pencils that I'm using. I need to get good pencils, you know, like I was imagining getting this new set of pencils that would be so amazing and it would transform my work and make like the best shit ever. And then I went and got these pencils and they're better and I like them. Is my work way better? Not really. Am I way more happy with these pencils and I felt like this is what I've been waiting for my entire life? No, the fuck, they're pencils. This iPad, before I got it, I was like, man, I wish I had an iPad. You know, I really want an iPad. It's gonna help me make design so much easier. It's gonna be so much more streamlined, blah, 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 all this, that, the other shit. Then I got it. Did it change much? No. Can I design things on it? Yes. So it does what it's supposed to do. But it didn't change my life. It didn't make things, like, it didn't make all my problems go away. Where am I? Let's put some pencil on paper here. Let's just start with an HB. Tip, when I start drawing, I always have this like little thought in my head that it's like, oh, like what am I gonna start with now? Oh, I've lost momentum, I need to restart and this and that. Your skills don't go away when you start again. You're not just gonna go back into your drawing and then all of a sudden be shit. Even if you are not in the mood or you're not motivated or not inspired, when you sit down to draw or to paint or to exercise or to cook, whatever the fuck you wanna do that you're afraid of starting doing it, rely on muscle memory if nothing else. When I come to sit down and draw and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing or I feel uninspired, I can 100% still rely on the fact that this hand knows what it's doing when it comes to the paper. I can not think about it. I can just let go of expectations, start drawing, and I'll warm up, and I'll get into it. And then all of a sudden I've been drawing for an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, just because I sat down to draw. And now if I didn't sit down to draw, I probably would have wasted those 4 hours doing fuck knows what, been really disappointed with myself because I didn't sit down to draw. And no one wants that. No one wants to be disappointed with themselves. Okay, drawing technique, drawing tip, whatever. If you've got a little part where there's like a whole bunch of details and you're like, I don't know where to start on this, just stop looking at the details. You can kind of squint your eyes, look for the midtones, look for the majority color or the majority shade, if that makes sense. You need to get like the general shade of it first. You need to get the shape of it, because that's all shading is. It's just getting the contrast right between shapes, If you draw a circle, the only thing differentiating that circle from a sphere is shading. You can't see that it's a sphere if there's no shading. It's not the details that make it a sphere, because you can have a circle and you can draw 1,000 little details inside the circle, but it's still going to be a circle. But unless you have the general map out of the shading, it's just going to be a circle. Do I love drawing? Is it my absolute passion? I don't know. Yes, sometimes I'm like, man, I really wish I was drawing right now, or like I really feel like drawing. But is it all the time? Is it this burning crazy passion in me that it's like, oh, I have to just lay down some shading right now? No. Am I good at it and using it as a vehicle to transport my business and to make something out of myself? You damn fucking right. Passion can come afterwards. Maybe drawing by itself, it helps with a form of like catharsis. I don't feel like I'm absolutely wasting my life when I'm drawing, but because I'm drawing, it also gives me entry into making a business and to making videos and calm my mind and become good at something. And through the drawing, I learn about myself and I learn a skill that other people want to learn, and then I can teach that skill, or I can at least teach the general principles of being a creative person. Draw what you see, not what you think you see. I think I'm gonna have to go a bit darker for that part. Man, it is warm in here. Give me 1 second. Another interesting concept spoken about in reality transurfing is wanting something so badly that it becomes an adverse effect. So for example, imagine a guy standing in a room. Maybe he's standing in the line to get his coffee. And he's standing in this line and he's fucking screaming and shouting and stamping his feet saying, I want this coffee so badly. Give me this coffee now. Like it's everything I need. He starts like making people feel uncomfortable. He's just absolutely fucking wailing and expressing how much he needs this cup of coffee. Someone's going to come along, let's call them security, and take him out of this line. Probably take him to a mental institution because he wants this coffee so bad and he's being crazy. That's essentially what you're doing with your life. You're giving this energy out saying you want it so badly, you need it so badly, it's everything to you. If you don't have it, you'll die. First of all, you're thinking about the fact that you don't have it. And second of all, they talk about something called potential energy, or excess potential. And your thoughts carry potential energy. So if your thoughts are so strong in one direction, they start to create excess potential, and the universe comes and balances out your excess potential by taking the thing that you want so badly away from you, or taking away the opportunity to get it. It gives you essentially exactly what you don't want to balance out. It's kind of something I'm still trying to make sense of myself. Like, let's say I want a better car, for another example, and I go into the car dealership and I start screaming and shouting of how badly I want this car because my car sucks and I don't want my car anymore and I just want a better car because I want to go faster. Please give me this car. I start going to the car salespeople and I scream at them and I say, I need this car, I want this car so badly, please give me this car. They're just going to call security and remove you. That's not how it works. Stop screaming and shouting and wanting the car so badly. If you want the coffee, you need to go drive to the cafe, pay for the coffee, drink the coffee, sorted. If you want the car, you need to go and drive to the car dealership or walk there because you don't have a car, and you need to pay for the car. No one's stopping you from getting the car. The only thing stopping you is not having the money to buy the car. And you don't have the money to buy the car because instead of doing the things that are going to get you the money to buy the car and taking the actions that will lead you to the life that you want, you rather sit back and think about how badly you want this car. So badly you want this car that you stop any sort of action and you psych yourself out and you begin to fear and doubt that you can ever get this car, and you create a pedestal for this car, and it seems so high and unobtainable to reach. And if you think that about yourself, and if you think that about your life, and that car is so unattainable to you and you can never get it, best believe you're never gonna get it. Now, This might all be conjecture because I in fact do not have the car that I want. And it's weird. I wouldn't say I don't have the life that I want. I would say I don't have some things that I want. And don't get me wrong, wanting isn't wrong, because if you didn't want anything, you'd never go and get anything. It's the fact of not putting so much importance and excess potential into these wants, not letting these wants fester and grow and become something completely out of control. For another example, I want to complete this drawing. Wanting so badly to complete this drawing is not going to complete the drawing. I want to complete the drawing, so I'm going to sit down and I'm going to draw. That's not that difficult. I want the cup of coffee. I get up, I go and pay for the cup of coffee. I want the car, I do the things to get the car. And yes, it's a bigger scale, which means the actions to take to get the car are going to be bigger and more difficult. Starting a business, making a lot of money, sacrificing a few nights out, or making a lifestyle change that is conducive to growing your business and getting said money. If I want a successful art business, I need to make art. Wanting to make art is not going to make art. Having the intention to make art is going to make the art, because then I will actually sit down and make the art. Okay, I think I've made enough analogies. Oh, fuck. I love this stuff right here. A kneaded eraser. It's basically just a big gray ball of plastic. I'm not actually sure what the difference is. There's probably some sort of different like adhesive chemical or whatever in plastic that's not in here, because there isn't as sticky as plastic. It's still sticky though. Just keep on doing. If you've got any fear or any doubt in your mind, it means you've built up too much importance on the matter. There's too much space for fear and for doubt. And the only way to get rid of that fear and doubt is to exercise action and intention and do the things you know you need to be doing to get you to where you want to go to. Unfortunately, things take time to happen in the real world. So sometimes you just have to put a little bit of blind faith in and just keep on going and keep on trusting that your life is moving in the direction that you want it to. There's a guy I follow on Instagram called Higher Up Wellness, and he says one thing that's arguably more important than any content he actually posts. It's not easy, but it is simple. Don't overcomplicate it. And this is probably, it's like the only advice that you need. Actually that, and then start and stay consistent. Also Higher Up Wellness. And those two things go hand in hand. Start and stay consistent is the action. And it's not easy, but it is simple. Don't overcomplicate it is the mindset. You need to take action. You need to start, and you need to realize shit ain't sweet, dog. Shit ain't easy all the time. Some stuff is easy. Some things will get easier with time and practice and effort, but just get over the fucking hump in the beginning. Just get past that phase. Just start. Just do. Get all the shit out the way. Your first video is not going to be good. Your first drawing is not going to be good. Your first whatever is not going to be good. And if you can't get past the point of not being good, it means your whole vision was just based on shiny object syndrome, and you just wanted like the glitz and glamour of being good at something, but never really actually was willing to do what it would have taken to get to that point. Tyler the Creator actually says in Chromacopia, one of his favorite songs, Thought I Was Dead, y'all want to take what I got, but y'all don't got what it takes. That motherfucker right. And some people watching this might look at this and say, who the fuck am I to say all this stuff and act like I know what I'm talking about? And to that, I say, leave a bad comment and go on with your day. I'ma keep doing this. I'ma keep drawing. I'ma keep recording. I'ma keep trying to relay the message of what it takes to get what you want. Like, Lord knows I've got my own problems that I'm trying to overcome, and a lot of it is some of the stuff that I'm talking about. So I'm basically giving myself advice in a lot of the things that I say. But there's also a lot of things I've just come to realize with time and with effort and with failing and all that jazz. But whatever you want, whatever you're seeking, it's already there. You just need to go and get it. And when I say you just need to go and get it, no, I don't mean go and expect it to come to you tomorrow or expect that it's going to come easily. You need to work for it. You need to put yourself out there. You need to make sure you're doing the things that you know you need to do to get the thing. I'm not saying it's easy, but if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Now would it? No one wants something that's easy. All right, that has been my message for today. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna lock in on this piece, try and get it done. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, night, morning, weekend, week, whatever it may be. Stay hydrated, keep practicing. Peace.